I started a charity in memory of my mother, and the charity's mission is to improve the well-being and employment prospects of serving personnel and veterans using the green environment. So we do that in two ways. One is we're very proud to provide the horticultural therapy service at DMRC Stanford Hall for injured serving personnel as part of their rehabilitation. And the other side of what we do is to help people, when they leave the military, to find employment in the land-based sector. So farming, forestry, conservation, anything outdoors basically. We have developed these rural weeks, and a rural week is 5 fully residential days at an agricultural college, and the point of it is to give you an overview of what's in the land-based sector.
It's all about identifying positions or job roles for service leavers and veterans to go to. So it's, understanding those soft skills, if you like, that military people bring with them and where they are immediately transferable into land-based roles. There's an opportunity here to raise awareness for those guys leaving the armed forces and hopefully find them something in the land-based sector.
So I served 22 years in the regulars, and then I had 3 years as a reservist. I was coming towards the end of my career, and I heard about this charity that looked to giving people opportunities in the land-based sector. I was pretty directionless after leaving the services, and Anna held my hand and said, look, it's going to be all right, and just give me ideas, I suppose. And then from that came the idea of climbing trees, tree surgery. It has a level of excitement. You're at height, you're exposed, you're operating chainsaws, and I think that certainly people that have left the military that have still want that level of excitement in their job, it definitely feeds that. It makes me want to get out of bed and go to work in the morning. I think what High Ground do is valuable. We live in a cocoon whilst we're in the services, and when we leave, all of a sudden you're in a big wide world, and just to have someone say you've got all these transferable skills is invaluable.
So the therapeutic arm of High Ground, as opposed to the employment arm, having started with veterans, has now evolved to horticultural therapy as a rehab intervention for injured serving personnel. So very proud to be now at Stanford Hall delivering that service.
We're the only people who do horticultural therapy with the serving military. Being as High Ground is embedded at Stanford Hall, obviously we're unique in that we are working as part of that fixing process to get the guys and girls back to work. Basically, we will get a referral from an occupational therapist or physiotherapist. It's matching a horticultural activity to mirror kind of the rehabilitation goals that the patient might have. I met Paul 8 or 9 years ago at Headley Court when I first started volunteering, and Paul and I are great friends. When Paul discharged from the military, we kind of stayed in contact. It's given him a sense of purpose, which I don't think he had before. It's been a long journey for Paul, but it's been a very positive one for him.
I was out with 10th Mountain Division when I got injured in 2014. Shattered my pelvis, tore the tendons in my legs, damaged all the nerves in my left foot. I went pretty rock bottom, really, to be fair. It's rough. Not many people understand it. Been at Headley Court for a year before I'd even discovered the greenhouses. From then on, I just got suckered in. But you put yourself in an environment like this, where your purpose then is to nurture these little plants, and you don't think about what injury you've got really, and you find yourself toddling about a greenhouse, probably walking without walking aids that you've never done before, from table to table. Only little steps, but it's those little steps lead on to big things. I don't think I'd be where I am without horticultural therapy. Me walking in here with one walking stick, whereas before I couldn't walk at all, speaks volumes.
I've built the charity with the help of some fantastic people, wonderful chairmen and great trustees and super staff and volunteers. I think we've now got to the point where we know what we're doing, we know that what we do very well, we know how much it costs, and what is now becoming apparent is we need to do more of it. So in order to put the charity onto a firm, financial, long-term, sustainable future, we need grown-up money. The relationships I really want to forge is with what we call corporate champions. So we're very proud of the fact that Barratt Homes became our first corporate champion. We're so delighted and very proud to have them. And Knight Frank have also come on board as our second corporate champion. So companies who want to forge mutually beneficial relationships, they get what we do and we can help them with their ESG or their corporate social responsibility. They would trust us because they know that we are doing this to great effect and that with their financial support we can do more of it.
I don't think I would be sat here if I didn't truly believe in what High Ground offers. I think High Ground is very, very unique.
It's an amazing charity doing some amazing things, and the results that we see more than justify anybody's time to be involved.
The impact that Anna and Chris and the charity have had on my life, you can't put a price on it, really.
What they managed to accomplish with me at Headley Court, I think it saved my life. I really do.